The league here in Japan is going pretty much as it always does. But our focus is on the Asian Champions League. This is the trophy that we've come here to win. And we are still in it. And today we'll be playing the second leg of the quarterfinal. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Rocking All Over the Globe, Part 25, Club 2, here at Hiroshima in Japan. And I'm very pleased to announce today that actually the new merch shop is well and truly up and running, and I have got some samples just delivered this morning, and I love them. And first of all, we had delivered the cap, and that is so cool. I just love the cap, but I'm probably not going to wear it for lighting purposes. And then I have a sample of the t-shirt, which is also quite cool, and you can see the t-shirt here, hopefully, in front of me. And I really love the t-shirt as well, but my favorite of all is the mug, the Let's Kick Some Balls mug, and everybody should own a Let's Kick Some Balls mug, and it is actually starting to sell quite well. So why not jump on the bandwagon and get yourself a piece of Old Man Phil merchandise? I would recommend the cup. I really love the new cup. Okay, let's get on with what we need to go on with today. Let's go and kick some balls. And so with that out of the way for now, let's have a look at what has been happening. And as you can see from the table, in the league, things have gone extremely well. And we've played 4, we've won 4, it's business as usual. And so have Yokohama. And so already it's starting to look like it's possible it's going to be a 2-horse race again. And can we stay above Yokohama? That is the question. The more important question for me is can we beat Yokohama in the one-off competitions, the cup competitions? Because that's where we've struggled, and that's what we need to do, because our players are demanding that we need to win cups. It's their job as far as I'm concerned, but they seem to be putting on the pressure all on me, as they're all requesting in their new contracts that I make sure that we win a cup competition in the coming years. It's their job. Let's get on with it, I say to them. Let's get on with it, and you do the job. It's not for me to do. And so hopefully we can overcome Yokohama in those cup competitions, in the one-off games, which we've not been very successful at. And today we will be playing against Chiba. This is a game that we should be winning in the J1 League, and that should hopefully maintain our 100% record. Chiba, who are kind of overachieving. They're a very, very poor team. They're in 9th at the moment with 7 points, but we should be dispatching them without a shadow of a doubt. And then we will be playing in the second leg of the Asian Champions League quarter-final against Buriram. And we did get off to a good start in the away leg, where we managed to draw 0-0. We should have won. We totally dominated the game, and we should have won it. But we were away. We need to score some goals in the home leg, and then we will win the game. But we need to play better than we did last time out. So let's have a look at what has happened on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were with us, you saw the season begin. We had already won the Super Cup, and we started our Champions League campaign against Osaka and beat them by 3-1. Our first live game of the season was against Kanazawa in the J1 League, and we beat them, as you saw, by 3-0. We then followed that with the victory in the Champions League second round against Osaka, and we won that on aggregate by 4-1. It was quite comfortable, although we only managed a home 1-0 victory. But then we had a very nice 6-1 victory in the Japanese League against Urawa. We completely took them apart, and we followed that with a very comfortable 2-0 away victory at FC Tokyo. And then against Kashiwa, we were very fortunate, and Kashiwa equalised, I think, in the 92nd minute, but we won it in the 94th minute with a penalty from Cordoba. So we were very fortunate to win that game against Kashiwa. And then against Buriram in the Champions League first leg, it was a 0-0 draw. We totally took them apart. And in terms, as you can see, in terms of possession, we had all the possession, we had all the chances, but we only got one on target, an XG of 1.14. It was really poor, in fact, in terms of attacking play. We defended well enough, but attacking-wise, we were very poor. We have to do better in the next fixture. So today we will be playing in the J1 League against Chiba away, and we will follow that with the Champions League second leg of the quarter-final at home to Buriram of Thailand. They did beat us in the final group game, and I remember that, and I was not very happy. So revenge is on my mind today. Champions League did confuse me a little bit, and if we have a look at what's happened in the Champions League overall, and have a look at the group phase and group stages, you can see that there were 10 groups that were played. And so what that would mean is that there should be 20 teams qualifying. But unfortunately, some groups only had one team actually qualifying. You can see these teams here. Al Halil actually were the only team to qualify from Group B. Al Rayyan missed out from Group C. There were also other teams that missed out in the lower half of the group stages, and we have a Thai team. Pathum United missed out, as Jeonbuk from Korea were the only team to qualify. And in this group here, Osaka qualified, but Jeju of Korea missed out. And in other groups, there were 2 qualifiers. And so I'm wondering, who decides which group only has one qualifier, and what is the decision process for the groups that have 2 qualifiers? We were very fortunate in that 2 clubs qualified from Group G, which meant that we did qualify. Because now, as we've come to the second round, there were 16 teams involved in the second round, which means that there will be 8 teams involved in the quarterfinals. And if we win today against Buriram, we can look forward to playing in the semi-final against Yokohama or Suwon from Korea. And so Yokohama FM is a possibility as a big game for the semi-final of the Champions League. We just got to focus today on getting through our game against Buriram, as they are a bit of a bogey team, and we will have to play well. We'll have to play well up top and score goals to beat them. They are dangerous, but I believe we can win this today. If anybody does know what the rules are and why some groups will have only one qualifier and some groups will have 2 qualifiers, please let me know in the comments, because it is very, very confusing, and you never know which group you're going to be in when the new Champions League begins. And we have qualified for the Champions League, which will begin hopefully in September of this year. We need to focus on this one. It's all very confusing, but we're in the quarterfinal. Let's get to the semi-final. And so we're going to begin today with a J1 League game away at Chiba. A game we should be winning. I'm hoping we'll do just that. Keep up our 100% today. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today against Chiba is Nagoshi in goal, with Abdulhamid, Fuji, Cordoba and Muali at the back. Notsuda, Toshima and Chu Young-wook in midfield, with Endo, Mitsuda and Suzuki will play up front. In terms of injuries, we've got a couple of players who are still currently unfit, Lee Dong-gwon being the most important of those 2. Ito is still also not fit, and so we will be playing Toshima in midfield. And so let's go and play this game, and we have decided that we're going to start a little bit on the cautious side. We're not going to press too much, and we're going to play with a standard line to begin with, just to make sure. And we are on a good run, and I've got faith in you boys. Let's go out. Let's get this 3 points. As I say, we just want to make sure that we get off to a decent start, and that we're not overrun at the beginning, and that defensively that we're very solid. We can pass the ball around, and hopefully hold on to the ball. And we nearly lost it there, and Endo is breaking forward. It's very early on, and we are having the first highlight, and Toshima is bursting into space. He's robbed, comes to Mawali. He finds Young-wook, who has come in this season, good on the wing, and he's looking to get a crossing. Can he get it into the box? He can't. He's forced out wide. There's a chance. Mitsuda has found space at the near post. We have taken the lead, and it is Chiba 0, Hiroshima 1. Brilliant goal by Toshima, and we are ahead, and that's the start that I wanted. I wanted to play cautiously, but I also wanted us to pass the ball around, stretch them a little bit, and we have just done that. And getting an early goal is always a good thing. And although there is going to be a highlight right from the kickoff, I'm just checking that I am in key highlights, and here come Chiba, but that's well cut out. And Toshima has the ball. He finds Endo. We're going to get a second goal very early on. Endo to Toshima. Toshima looking inside finds Notsuda. Notsuda to Matsuda. Matsuda finds Chu Young Wook. Wook into the box. Another chance, and Suzuki puts it wide. It's still 1-0, but we're totally dominating this game. But Chiba are obviously somewhat a team we have to take seriously. We do have to play well, and if we don't, then they will take advantage of the fact that we're not playing well. But at the moment it's still 1-0, and there's so many highlights in the first 5 minutes. I'm not quite used to this, and the game needs to settle down, I think, a little bit. Otherwise we'll be here till Christmas time. And they're passing the ball around, and we are not closing them down at the moment. We're not going to be running around like headless chickens. We want to keep our shape. Wait for them to make mistakes. They are quite poor when it comes to composure, anticipation, and we need to just let them make the mistakes. And this is what we've done. And Mwali has the ball, bursts into the box. Can he get a cross in? He goes for the shot instead. Goes over the crossbar. It is going to be a corner. That was not good from Mwali. He had men in the box who were waiting for that cross. He didn't take advantage of it. And at the moment, it's still only 1-0, despite all the pressure that we are having. But they are shots on target, which is good. And there's still only 5 minutes gone, and there have been a huge amount of highlights. And I'm not quite sure what the game is doing at the moment as Toshima picks up the ball. He looks inside, finds Muali. Muali's having a good game out there on the left-hand side. Finds Cordoba inside to Fuji. Fuji will play it to Notsuda. Notsuda probing, looking forward to Endo. Endo finds Cordoba. We're just passing it around, teasing them at the moment. Mitsuta finds Chu Young Wook on the wing. Can he get the cross inside? He lovely pass to Mitsuta. Mitsuta finds his man, and it is now 2-0. Endo has made it 2-0. We're still only 5.5 minutes into the game. We are 2-0 up. And I'm not quite sure why there are so many highlights. And I think we are going to dominate this game. And it was a good plan. I don't want to press them or to actually try to take the game to them. They are poor defensively, and they will make mistakes. And there's going to be another highlight from the kickoff. We are in key highlights, and I don't understand this at all. Every highlight is being shown so far. And again, they are playing the ball around. We're just going to let them play the ball around, wait for them to make a mistake, give the ball away, and there it is. And Cordoba looks long. That's a poor pass from Cordoba, and that's our first error of the day. And I really don't understand what's going on with FM at the moment. And just let them pass it around, and hopefully they will make mistakes. And as long as we don't make mistakes, then that will be a bonus. And they've made another mistake, and we have seen this centre half has made several mistakes. Mitsuta is in again. Mitsuta's made it 3-0. I think they are going to check VAR this time, but that left centre back has made 2 mistakes now, and we have now made it 3-0. There's only 7 minutes gone. This is brilliant play that we've worked it out today. They're so poor defensively that we just decided to wait for them to make mistakes, and then we'll take advantage of it. And that's exactly what we've done. And we haven't had a highlight from the kickoff now. We are 3-0 up inside 15 minutes. And I guess it must be pretty much job done as we speak at the moment. We have absolutely murdered them, in all fairness. We haven't had the possession that I would like, but in terms of chance creation, we've been brilliant, and the game plan has worked absolutely superbly. No pressure, no pressing, just wait, let them pass it around, and they'll make mistakes. They have done, and we've taken advantage of it. We're 3-0 up, coming up to half-time. What an opening 8 minutes that was. We blew them away, and I am very happy with the number of shots that we've had on target. We've been playing very, very well. Abdulhamid is not having the greatest of games. He'll probably come off in around about 15 minutes. He's on a yellow card, and we'll have to watch for that. I'm going to tell him. I just have the funny feeling that we are due to have a sending off at some point. So we need to make sure that he knows ease off the tackles. And second half syndrome has set in a little bit here, but we're not going to panic. We're just going to play the game that we are playing the game, wait for them to make mistakes. Now I think it's time to go and make a few changes. We're fairly comfortable. Let's go and make some changes now. And so we have made some changes, and as I said, we're not in any great need to add to our 3 goals that we have already. We're just going to keep playing this very patient game. When they make mistakes, we will look to actually attack from their mistakes. And Hayashi, who has come on, he finds Toshima back to Hayashi. He finds Mitsuta to Chu Young-wook, who's having a very good game out on the right wing there. New player for us this season. Into the box, and Suzuki has made it 4-0, and we are pretty much home and dry now. And I do need to make one more change. I think we need to rest somebody before the game against Buriram. And probably one of the central defenders. We'll make a change at central defence. And we're just totally tearing them apart now. And at the moment, we are way clear at the top of the league. We've opened up a gap. And let's make one more change, shall we? I think Chu Wook is very tired. And so we can substitute him off, I think. I actually don't have a right winger. So let's have a look at what we've got here. And so we can solve the problem. We can put Aihara on, move Kolka up to the right wing. We can put Cordoba as the left back and bring Cisse in at central defender. So we seem to have solved the problem there a little bit. And hopefully we'll just see this last 4 minutes out. Now, it's not a big deal. Cordoba is going to take the throw in. He finds Tono. Tono inside. He looked like a foul. Hayashi. He finds Kolka. Kolka to Dai Hayashi. He finds Suzuki again. Inside to Kolka. Kolka, is that a penalty? The referee is saying penalty. And we have had a lot of penalties this season. And I think probably Cordoba, if it is a penalty, will step up. He's in good form at the moment, Cordoba. Extremely good form. He's having another decent game today. But it's Mitsuta, I think, going for a hat-trick. And that is his 6th goal of the season. It's now 5-0. We've absolutely blown them away. It's what I expect of this Hiroshima team. We are a very good team in terms of our own domestic league. Can we, though, translate it into the Champions League? That is the big question. And again, there's another highlight. There's going to be a lot of goals as they're at the end of the game. And Kolka's in space again. Kolka driving into the 6-yard box. I thought that he was tripped there, but unfortunately the referee didn't agree. Full time, Chiba 0, Hiroshima 5. We've absolutely blown them away. And that is a good result. And that was nice work, everyone. We are top of the league now, and we've opened up a gap of 3 points. Yokohama obviously lost. They lost to FC Tokyo, and so now we have opened up a gap. We do play very well in the league. We don't seem to be troubled very much by Yokohama in the league. They cannot live with us, but in the one-to-ones, the one-on-ones, and the cup matches, they do get the better of us. But we need to put that right this season. And so we've made a very, very good start to this episode. We have a really big game coming up now. We need to beat Buriram to get to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today against Burami, we must win this. Champions League quarter-final. Nagoshi in goal with Abdulhamid, Fuji, Cordoba and Wali at the back. Ito, Toshima and Chu Young-wook in midfield. Lee Dongwon, Mitsuta and Suzuki will play up front. This is a game I really want to win. I will not be very happy if we don't make it through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. This team is good enough. We showed that in the first leg. And if we carry our last performance into this game, then we will do well. I want us to do exactly the same. Just sit back and wait for the moment. If they make mistakes, take advantage of them. We cannot really afford to pressure Hiroshima too much, as they are a very Buriram too much, as they are a very, very good team. But we have made the better start, and Lee Dong-Gwon with the corner to the near post, headed out. Can we win the ball? It's gone just past the post. I thought that had sneaked in the near post. It went just past the post. We've been the better team so far, and once again, there have been a lot of chances created in this game. We just need to take one of these chances if we possibly can. Mitsuta turns, finds Mawali. Mawali's in. Mawali from left back has made it 1-0. We are ahead against Buriram. Revenge, I hope, on the cards. They beat us by 2-0 in the last meeting to take top spot in the group. And this revenge will be perfect to knock them out of the competition. We're a goal up. Muali has made it Hiroshima 1, Buriram 0. What a start. We've absolutely destroyed them. We've created a lot of chances, and we really haven't allowed them into the game at all. We're dominating possession, and this way of playing that we're doing at the moment, just sitting back, allowing teams to have the ball, pass it around, and then waiting for them to make a mistake and then pouncing. It seems to be working for the time being, and that's a lovely pass again down the channel. And was that a foul? We've had the ball taken off us, and we need to clear it up as they're looking to counter. Fuji finds Cordoba. Want good solid games at the back from this team. Here's Ito. Nice to have Ito back in the team. He finds Saud at right back, but bursting down the right. Can he get a ball into the box? He can, and it's Wook, and it's into the box, and Lee Dong-Gwon has made it 2-0. And it's going to be disallowed, though. Unfortunately, I think Wook had mistimed his run. He'd gone offside, and unfortunate that was. Is that a bad sign? Because we've totally hammered them, and we're only a goal up, though. So is it a bad sign? Because 1-1, I think, would mean that they go through on the away goals. We have to be defensively solid here, and I am happy with the number of shots that they've had. But 1 goal is not going to be enough. 1-1 will mean we're out of the competition. So we need to defend well. They still haven't had a shot on goal yet. And it would be very, very unfair if we are knocked out at this stage. But we need to be playing better. We need to be taking our chances. And I am going to go and make some substitutions now. And so I have made a few substitutions up top because I think it's up top where we need to be a little bit more focused. We need that second goal. If we can get that second goal, we will be, I think, in the semi-finals of the Champions League. And this will be beyond expectations. I was only hoping to get as far as the quarterfinals this season. If we can keep hold of this, if we can get one more, then it looks like we will be through. And that's a lovely pass over the top to Suzuki, who can't put it away. Now, I think Suzuki is going to be coming off. He's going to be replaced by Takada. Can Takada make his mark? And still, Buriram have not had a single shot during the game. We've kept them down to nothing. And it will be very, very cruel, having had 16 attempts ourselves, if we don't win through to the semi-finals. And Muali takes the corner. It's to the near post. It comes out to Ito. Ito into the box. It's 2-0. And it's Tono who's made it 2-0. This time it will count. And this time we are going to beat Buriram and hopefully qualify for the semi-finals of the Champions League. What a brilliant performance this has been today. It's 2-0. I think we can pretty much say that we are going to qualify now. There's just 10 minutes left, and still Buriram have not had a shot on goal. And so I've made my final 2 substitutions. Tabori has come on. He's just 18 years old. He's making his debut tonight. And he's not even a left winger, but we should be safe here. We have beaten them. We've beaten Buriram by 2-0. We absolutely hammered them. And it was a very, very nice result indeed. Well done, boys. We are in the semi-final. It's going to be interesting to see who we play. We're going to be playing Suwon from Korea, who beat Yokohama by 3-0, 5-2 on aggregate. We are playing a Korean team in the semi-final. Can we make it through to the final? What an absolutely shock thing that would be to happen. We are going to focus on the Champions League semi-final in the next episode and probably play both legs and play Kawasaki off camera in between. And so it's going to be an exciting time. We have to focus on the league for the time being, and then we also have a League Cup second round game. The transfer window is also due to close. I definitely need to bring in a left back. And so we'll be back in the next episode. There'll be a big update, a lot of news, and hopefully we will have maintained our challenge in the league as we go in to the semi-final of the ACL. And that's it for this video. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff and help the channel to grow. And also don't forget to nip over to the merch shop and have a look at what's available in the shop. Get that Kicks and Balls mug. It's awesome. I love it. And all that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care. Thanks for supporting us. We'll see you in the next episode.